knew this was here for a reason. No.
Oh.
All right, stop.
Joy to the world.
She's
Jesus.
Baby doll.
Jesus paid. Sorry.
That's fucking stuff.
Jesus paid it all.
It was always.
The Savior say, let's watch it rain. Jesus paid it all time. Jesus say, Jesus made it all to him. And that's Jesus say, my God, Jesus made it all to him. Before my soul made it all to him. Jesus paid it all to him. Say that Jesus take this over. Can you take this?
Let's do not favorite. Jeff, you must. Anyone have a favorite they want? Yes, I'll pick it up.
Oh, let's do Silent Night.
Silent Night. Want to see Silent Night?
Yeah, 7 seconds. What's that?
It's just a let's see You're My All. You are my strength when I'm No other treasure I see. You are my all. Seeking you as a master. To give me you are my all. Seeking my sin, my cross, my shame, casting out my soul, you are my where I fall down, where I am, you are my seeking my sin, my cross, my shame, casting out my cross, you are my where I fall down, where I am, you are my
Oh, I thought. Wait, what? Oh,
Just come up with your comments.
I have one house for you.
It's good to have Kevin's brother here, Kevon.
I get a brother.
Kevon. Oh. Okay. Next week, for the next fellowship, you guys have next stick tips. Big deals.
My twin brothers would make those things.
I think, hey, Jackson, John was going to still try to come tonight. We can talk for a few minutes after church. But Marceline is at the hospital right now. It's not her, but her friend had a baby premature. So keep her in prayer. Yeah, everybody remember, need to have the money in for the banquet by Sunday. Anytime before Sunday or Sunday. So we can go down and pay them. Ladies Bible study on the 17th. Candlelight service, New Year's Eve dinner and a movie. The movie War Room is supposed to be out just before Christmas, I think. So that's we're going to plan and buy it and show it, and then we're going to set up tables up here and be able to have a long set of tables for sandwiches or whatever. You can just kind of go and get what you want to eat, watch a movie, trip a lot of fun. We're going to do a little different this year because I have 2 churches now. So candlelight service here will be on Wednesday and there will be on Thursday. Keep the services the same. And then the New Year's Eve is on a Thursday as well. I'm going to try and have it early so we can invite them over for the dinner and the movie, and then they can go back because the last vote is 9:15. So this
Not a New Year's, there's one at 1 o'clock. There's a special vote for $10 that night.
really?
Yes,
Wow.
I already know about that. I know I would. It's day.
So that's why I just try to change things up. Hopefully next year I won't be charging 2 churches. I'm hoping that sometime this year God brings a new pastor for over there. But
This year is only 4 weeks away.
that's right. But you know, he's the boss and he can do whatever he wants. Yes. I'm happy. All right.
He's going happy.
I want to read to family, Mike and Polly. Sent a Christmas letter and also the Dr. Hanson and Sharon. I'll leave that back on the table if you want to read it. But, so Christ the Savior is born. Mike and I are so blessed to know you and to celebrate this wonderful Advent season, remembering the birth of our Lord Jesus Christ. Today I presented my first Christmas concert this year. What a privilege to sing favorite carols of the season telling the story of Jesus' birth. With deep reverence, we remember the greatness of our God, who loved us so much, he sent his Son to live and die and rise again, so that we can live with him forever. Here in the Northeast, the bleak midwinter is on its way. We can feel it in the air now that the autumn leaves have fallen. And yet, our darkest time of the year is the season we celebrate the greatest light in the world. What an opportunity the Advent season offers for us to share the hope within us. The second verse of O Holy Night includes the lyrics, he knows our need, to our weakness, he's no stranger. Behold the King before him lowly bent. Jesus does know us intimately. We are not strangers to him, even though he is a stranger to many. We can rest assured that he knows when we are laughing, he sees when we fall, he cares when we are crying, because he made us all. He wants us to meet him in the dark. When we listen, we can hear him say, I am the light. I look forward to sharing the life of Jesus with audiences throughout the special season. Our son Jared will travel south with us as we embark on a brief ministry tour to North Carolina and Florida. Upon returning to Maine, I will present 3 more concerts before Christmas. Thanks for your prayers. May you be filled with the joy of the Lord at this most wonderful time of the year. Blessings, Polly. And it says, P.S. includes a list of Helping Hands ministry activities for 2015. Thank you for your continued prayers and support as we consider an equal rights, not special rights campaign in 2016. Pretty good title. Equal rights, not special rights. All right, I just want to give a brief devotional out of Jeremiah. You got your Bibles, Jeremiah chapter 8. We'll go right to prayer. In the church, it's just looking so nice.
It's so beautiful.
Yeah. I was talking to Jim today as I was painting with him today. He said, you know, it's getting really full on Sunday. I said, I know. And he said, he was talking about how, what a challenge it is to get downstairs at fellowship time. I said, I don't want to stop. He said, no, of course not. We're going to have to set up one table up here. But, you know, that's the thought of, you know, it hit me today. There was some property for sale down near Marshall Way, so I was going to call. It ends up that it's already sold. They still have the signs up, but they're building some big apartments down there and more parking garages and stores. I mean, it's a big development. But the realtor asked, he said, so what are you looking for? And I told him our church is really growing. Just kind of want to see what our options are. And so he came by on Tuesday and took a look around the building and said he was going to send me an email to let us know what our property is worth and maybe some other things in the neighborhood, you know, that maybe is twice our size and we could get, you know. But I got thinking about it today, there's so much work into this building. It's going to be hard to say goodbye to it. But, you know, that's just the thing, though. I think a lot of congregations get stuck. They get to liking their building so much that they're just content to stay there. I don't want to get that way. Uh-huh. You know, the other thought that I had, I don't know if anyone in my family likes the idea, but, you know, the first 3 years of this church, we met in schools. So I thought there's a possibility we could meet in a school on Sunday morning. I wanted to get people to look. Meet in a school on Sunday morning, and then we use the building for the rest of the week. Sunday night, Wednesday night, and all the different activities going on. And just rent a bigger space because it's super cheap. It's like $35 or something.
11 p.m.
Yeah.
And the mics and the sound system and everything.
And I was thinking, you know, I don't want people to be just thrilled about what a nice environment is. It's a nice environment to worship. But we have to keep in mind our goal, that is reaching for. So I know there's another church in Westbrook, they met in the movie theater, and then they still had a church building that they used for the rest of the week.
So really, right now, I mean, just the pop-up Sundays are what we're really
Yeah.
having trouble.
Yeah, we can fit more. We can get another 20 or so in here that we've been having. I was counting seats that were empty on Sunday, it was like 25 or so empty. But the thing is, what's it gonna be like when everyone's got someone in every seat? That's gonna be,
I guess on public Sunday too, you could always move people up here and just put them downstairs.
yeah. Yeah, as if there was just a good way to, you know,
There is, we just have to break it, just fix it up. There is a way.
take my office out.
Well, we have the stairway.
Just,
You don't have to take your
I
office
mean, if
out.
we don't have tables down there,
You don't have to table downstairs, we already have the way.
work the way around the room. And we have this thing.
We have the stairs right here, we just fix it up.
Make it a little more accessible.
Correct, and those stairs need to be changed so that they're actually easier to climb. And that way needs to be made, it's all. Doesn't actually have to be taken out, just make it nice.
I mean, I'm not opposed to my office.
No.
No, you need an office,
Yeah.
That was
yes.
you need an office.
And it's nice that everyone.
Yeah, exactly.
That's a possibility. And then while people are going down, we have just a few guys up here moving chairs around, tables go pretty fast. But yeah, I mean, but anyway, it kind of hit me today. We've done so much work, I hate moving now. But, I'm all for moving on. It's exciting. All right, Jeremiah chapter 8 and verse 19. There's a verse in here that just kind of really hits you. This was part of my devotion today. In verse 19, behold, the voice of the cry of the daughter of my people, because of them that dwell in the far country, is not the Lord in Zion, is not her king in her. Why have they provoked me to anger with their graven images and with strange vanities? The harvest is past, the summer is ended, and we are not safe. That just, wow. The harvest is past, the summer is ended, and we are not safe. That's a coming day. You know, there was always two harvests. There was the former rain, the latter rain. And so I think we're in those days now where it's the latter rain. We've seen, the church has seen the big revival times. You know, I'm not even talking about, really, not talking about this century at all, 1900s. That was really nothing compared to what the church went through in the very beginning. Thousands saved within a short amount of time, thousands. You know, there was a great harvest. Churches started all over the world. Persecution helped the church growth and just took off. And it's been in the last probably 300 or 400 years that things have kind of slowed down. We've seen a little spurts. And you know, hope that we see good fruit here in Portland. But this is going to be said. You know, after the rapture, the harvest is past, the summer is ended, and we are not safe. For the herd of the daughter of my people I have heard, I am black. That's what talking about ashes on their head, in sackcloth and ashes, mourning. Astonishment hath taken hold on me. And then asked, is there no balm in Gilead? Is there no physician there? Why then is not the health of the daughter of my people recovered? It reminded me of Revelation chapter 4, I think, of the Laodicean church. Revelation. Revelation 3, 14, 3:14, unto the angel of the church of the Laodiceans write, these things saith the Amen, the faithful and true witness, the beginning of the creation of God. I know thy works, that thou art neither cold nor hot. I would thou wert cold or hot. So then, because thou art lukewarm, and neither cold nor hot, I will spew thee out of my mouth. Because thou sayest, I am rich and increase of goods, and have need of nothing, and knowest not that thou art wretched and miserable and poor, and blind and naked. I counsel thee to buy of me gold tried in fire, that thou mayest be rich, and white raiment, that thou mayest be clothed, and that the shame of thy nakedness do not appear, and anoint thine eyes with eye salve, that thou, as many as I love, are rebuke and chasten, be zealous therefore, and repent. That eye salve, that talking about it in Jeremiah chapter 8, is there no balm in Gilead? Is there no physician there? This Laodicean church, which many think also has, not only for that Laodicean church specifically, but also an age of the church in the last days, that they feel like they're so rich, and they don't understand how wretched and miserable and poor that they are. And I think if there was a day that describes this kind of church, it would be our day. And the Lord says, I counsel thee to buy. And then he says, and anoint thy eyes with eye salve, that they may see. We don't see the big picture. We don't see the job. I say this, I don't know what we can do other than just try. But I think Christians, pastors in particular, are going to be in a lot of trouble come Judgment Day, talking about the judgment seat of Christ, because we've not worked together to try to accomplish the great task of winning our people to the Lord. We're so independent. We don't work with anyone. And there's some things that should divide us, but there's a lot of things that do divide us that shouldn't divide us. We're so worried about, they play different music. Christians do. Do you know there's churches that pastors are more, that they knew we had that treaty with fellowship with me. It's ridiculous. In fact, that's why I say, it's not that I don't care anymore, I don't care about people's judgment too much anymore. I say too much because we're all a little sensitive to it. But in New Jersey, I would not allow a Christmas tree out because I knew there were people in church they would be really mad. And yeah, because that is a pagan ritual. I never saw it that way. That was a celebration of Christmas. And so I'm just not going to be worried about that stuff anymore. But we're going to be held accountable. Even in our own church. I've said this. I will hold to it. I know that it's going to cause difficulty sometime, probably soon. But we believe in a set of doctrine. But within that doctrine, there are differences. And I think we should allow for some room for people to have a little bit of a different mindset about something, as long as it's not out of whack with an important doctrine. Now, if it causes division, well, that's where we have a problem and we have to address that. But what I'm saying is, there are even Christians that won't work together. We're not just talking about pastors, but Christians that won't work together because, well, you believe, In my Schofield Bible, in Genesis chapter 1, there's a thing called the gap theory. I believe the only gap we have is prayer. I don't believe in the gap theory. You know, Jackson, you know the gap theory. It just means that he thought that there was thousands, maybe millions of years between Genesis 1:1 and Genesis 1:2. And I think they were trying to explain the proof of evolution. They didn't understand. You know, that's my theory. I think they came up with that stupid thing. But is there room for that? I mean, if someone in here in our church believes in the gap theory, is it grounds to split fellowship and kick them out? But when someone says, I don't believe in the creation, okay, now we've gone against important doctrine. I may have told you this illustration before, but if you don't remember or try to today, but a pastor friend of mine down in New Jersey, he had a pastor friend that believed that the rapture was going to happen after the tribulation. And he believed it was going to happen before the tribulation. Well, I believe it was going to happen before the tribulation. But he was good friends with this guy, even though they believed differently about the rapture. And someone actually asked him, how did you get along with that person? He said, easy. And he says, when the rapture happens, I'm going to look at him and say, I told you. And I thought to myself, that's so good. It's not a big deal. I mean, we believe in the rapture. Some people believe it happens in the middle. I had a good pastor friend of mine, and I can't say necessarily a friend, he was more of a mentor for me. In fact, he was Linda's sister's father-in-law. He was a great man of God. Great man of God. And he's greater now, he's in heaven. But later on in his life, he switched from believing pre-trib to being mid-trib, I think it was. I didn't agree with him, but he's still not here. You know, but I'm just saying, if there's churches, you can't get in unless you believe in pre-trib. Like I said, I know it could potentially cause problems. It's like when someone asked me what was the procedure of allowing members into our church, I said, it's really very simple. You gotta be saved, you gotta be scripture baptized, and then if you want to join, you join, you sign the thing. We don't do classes, there's no 1-year probation period or something that churches have. And this pastor said, well, it's going to cause you problems. And my response is, you're going to have problems no matter what. So you deal with it one at a time. So anyway, my point is, we've neglected the big picture. And that is our cities are dying and going to hell. And we're debating little issues that mean nothing to the lost world, that we may disagree on. You know, I mean, churches split because we got this color carpet and someone else wanted red. And so now they're mad because so-and-so, they always got to have their way. And that happens in churches. It's stupid. And we're missing the great thing. And that is what Jesus told us to go out and win souls. Amen? Is there no balm of Gilead? Is there no physician there? You know, I think the Lord would ask, is there no salvation in Portland? Is there no soul winner? Is there no one that cares in Portland? Is there no one that cares about? Why then is not the health of the daughter of my people recovered? And we're going to answer one day to how we live with Jesus Christ. We got to be telling people about Jesus. Every opportunity we have, we need to be spreading the gospel of Jesus Christ. That's what's really important. And that's what I love about, quite quite frankly, I love about our church is I don't get the sense this backbiting, talking, division, and all of that. And I just tell you, you heard it here on Wednesday night. Remember this. It's going to come one day. There will be a wolf in sheep's clothing that comes in, and we're going to have, I can promise you, I'm going to deal with it, the right way. You don't try to tame the wolf or kick him out. So, get out. I'm just bring Kevin back. So we have to stick to what our goal is. And our goal is not to take an old building on the corner of Weymouth and Congress and make it a beautiful building. So we gotta keep the vision alive. All right. Prayer requests. Anybody have a prayer request? Is there help okay? Just
Complicated stuff. Just figuring some of this out. Figure out really hard about. You should see what somebody is about. It's just not their kind of about. So that's the situation about. It's not even willing to come. So try to talk to verify that to convince her to come. Because she's concerned for my grandfather. So that's why that is that we stop that. This way, she stays on the whole permit, she stayed. I don't know if she's going to get it. My appointment tomorrow, and then the trip to New Year's. My trip, safe shot.
What day you leaving?
The 5th. Down picking up on the 5th. And then driving us back on the 9th or the 8th. Yeah, tomorrow at 8 o'clock. I have a 2-hour appointment for the first preliminary stages of bariatric surgery. And the 11th is my next one. Quick. Well, the 11th is with the caseworker. The caseworker is the one that manages obviously the case and tells me everything I need to do and monitors and makes sure I'm doing it. So from all the stuff I've already had done, I don't know how much I gotta do yet. Of all the appointments that I had so much done before. I don't have to do everything again, and I'm not. And if I don't, then I'm thinking that as early as January, February, I'm certain stable. So, I mean, next summer.
You guys get a purpose? Yeah, try to remember to pick one up when you come in.
As of yet, 10 weeks. 10 weeks.
So,
And I was working for it.
yeah, I know. Nice.
Yeah. So,
Jackson did a third job now.
He's just staying work there.
Yeah. It was good.
Take care of it.
So. Shoot me out. Get out.
Plan on being a stay-at-home mom long term?
Oh, yes, there will be a student and
This, you know, it's a sacrifice, but it's great for the kids.
it's
You
not a
won't,
sacrifice. So it always will
you won't regret it.
For me to say.
Yeah, that's true.
be, yeah. Except that I'll be able to make good breakfast every night.
One other thing that's going on, I think last week, we had a shooting in Colorado Springs where one officer was that died in that last night injuries. So today, there's another shooting in California. And I don't know what's going on.
Was that like a disabled children's or just
It's kind of a social something, social services office, that's what they said. So, social services set up. So, the perpetrators have not been identified yet, so SWAT team is working on it. It's just feels of the thing how these countries, experiencing a lot of street, innocent people that random streets. That's
I think, like I heard 48 died today.
okay.
Just wanted to make sure. Yeah. When our country is in serious trouble, being too free and who they're letting in. It's sad. Okay, any other prayer requests? There was board.
Sorry.
Just keep everything going on, the holidays and everyone traveling, different things going on. And, pasture for peaks. We're hoping to get Mark Maddox up from Florida and his wife. We're thinking either beginning of January or the beginning of February. So just pray about that. Thank God would bring the right guy along. All right, let's pray. Find something to pray with.
I don't know. I just go to work early tonight, so.
Okay.
I'm not sure. Right. Good. So, we do it on our house, so just try it. Yeah, and there's nothing. It's actually Wednesday. This grace. It's like Sorry. It's not this, it's just the bracelet. Nice. Oh, you're doing, okay. I stopped.
Come before you. Lord, we're just thinking, well, we have our even voice, so that we and most of us today. Lord, it's great that you just have those gifts. Lord, just pray for the life. Lord, that's my wish for each week. Souls, church growing, something exciting for the church. Lord, that's what's coming this week. Lord, start to feel ourselves as in fire. It's this fire in this church. Lord, help us to encourage you to allow issues to cloud our minds and our hearts. Stay fast. No reason it's not about us. That needs to do with us. She was giving us the house. Lord, just I want to thank you for allowing us to learn to exceed life. So just learn just have just understand better. We just pray that we store and understand sure lots of things. These are words. That's what just as well as the church. Just the room is for the American people to go on the church. And not just show up. So that they would want to learn more of us. So that's why we're raising ourselves as being willing to get along with those kind of people. And so we want that as Christians. Maybe I want to Lord, just I pray for missions and missionaries, Lord, just through the work and serve them to be blessed by you. I pray for our leaders as I'm coming elections. Getting the issues and also encourage machine that was there, just doors, just bring, just all aspects of that. As well as just guidance. What the money you guys are by yours, you know, and you really do those who stand in agreement. I'm not going to be just accept the fact that they are. Just be faithful. Lord, pray for us in the number of salvation. Very key to do it in our hearts. So Lord, give also for us to reach those that Jesus tell us how we put in the church. We understand the church, which is how to see who we are, who we are people. But it's not we have Jesus, and so that's our guide. That's how we live our lives for you. It's our giving us grace. Just pray for people who need help. Pray for you just to hear those requests. And we reach out to Jesus off. And those children serve you. Thank you for his job. Lord, it's great when he sees his heart where he wants to be here. And he sees us Jesus wants to be at a service. Lord, it's great that you help his job and also that it just needs that he needs in the church. And somebody somehow schedule whatever it is you want to do. Just let him let him do his job and also be able to worship. You know, and hate to see you consume something that's simple work. And Lord, also the fact that he does his job, and he has to be able to help us to see. Lord, just pray that you help him do that. Thank you.
I love and I just hope our church to fall and really bless wisdom. Lord, just help people know that our church is really wants to change and hearts and to grow as great things to see this. Sister, situation, and this help is just getting older and the strength and just she also has said after her job as yes to the Lord and sister and she's suffering from very for our children's family and everything that go right with that. Finding a job, finding a house, or just the whole process of their family. And they also have finances and stuff to look after and really move to me. It's a really Kristen. Just to make right decisions in the marriage and have family. And be safe. January. And for the day of honors, and Miss Tyson as well. And Patricia, we're just thank you for your love and mercy and grace. And we don't deserve it. So many times we just help us to have a desire to keep moving on, not to get discouraged, and also to read the word, to always know what will be there for us again. And speak for so many people, homeless people, people just gone so far, or they think it's, all over the world, just it's gonna fall. Help us to reach out to those people. Other churches might not, because how they are, or whatever, or you just really love and compassion for us, Lord Jesus.
Lord, just thank you so much for everything you do for us. Thank you for letting us come here and worship you, just very much for us to do mention our country, just the whole world. We see it every day, just slowly, just by your own creation. People are like, even though it's not necessarily going to get much better, but help us to stay strong through it. And help America as this new election comes. I'll keep peace for just a little on and work hard. Have the ability to put this one thing that does get hard when it comes to teenagers, so we know what it's on. Help us stay strong as things are moving worse. Lord, we pray for all people here are seeking asylum. Mention there, Pierre, who believe I'm sure there's much more. A couple more asylum. So separate from families. Stay strong this time. Really have their families down here. This person, they can see each other again. We did all this program class, each and every one of those. Whether it's decision, sin problem, or anything else that Commission John Ryan. He said this is truck. Help him to continue just living for you. It's hard because he's not stationary in one place, so helping be a witness to people that he comes across. Truck drivers need you too. So we could minister and help him to find some preaching tapes, just someone to keep close to you, living for you. Could be this great work in Christian school. Help them to have the right spirit, and let them to be one of ministry. We see souls that saved. Other Christian kids just encouraged by each other. I'm to take all advantage of being in a Christian school and other schools. With Charlie, son Jonas, not too sure he's saved and help him to realize that he needs to just lives like with the dad school classes. Or the well school. She knows what she wants to do. Obviously, always keeping me on top. The very first, David, his wife, Lee, sister, and Gregory, Bill, also a sister that lives in town. Always there in his life. Assisted living. So, help him take care of himself. With Patricia, son's he's Barbara Foster, she's a good church home. Jeremy, just beautiful. Also, Jules is returning back to church. I realize in nothing, seeing these days of life, he does make church home, no matter what. And that's our church and the church. I think he does need that. He's good, I believe, that God and Son and Mom encourage me. And here also in Buffalo, his court case. How we still have his house here, his job. He doesn't just get taken away from him like we have the last time. Couple years return. Stay like that. Again, maybe so much that we do for us. Please do all the blessings on this list. And anything else that I've spoken, just each man follow them. Bring them to you. Trust you to take care of them. Love you. Just okay.
Angie, come here, I need your help. Quickly. Come on. I don't know why, because no, because almost 6 minutes. Okay.
Shut up all the lights.
Well, go home, and at my car, you got time to get enough. No, you just
I have to say that I was like, right.
I wanted to
No, I
tell
agree.
people one day.
So, okay, ladies. Okay.
No, I'm not.
What do you want to go do?
She has two big. We're just gonna put the name tag up. There's no.
Hey, Bob, this is Kevin.
Sorry,
Hey, I missed the 8:15. Is there any way someone can pick me up off the 9:15?